everybody, welcome back to Cottonwood Hill Farms. So today what we got going on is we're going to rake and bale, and that alfalfa is ready. I should have been out there probably an hour ago. Obviously I was doing chores and whatnot, but there wasn't much dew on the grass this morning, and it was drying down real fast yesterday, so it should be ready to go. Hopefully it's not too dry, but we're going to get out there, we're going to get started on it. And again, I got my little helper here, and this is the rig. We're using the 4430 and then this old 5-bar. It's a New Holland 256. One of these days I'm gonna upgrade this these 5-bar rakes. They're less than impressive, that's for sure, but it's all I got right now, so it's gonna work. But anyway, let's get started. You guys can see that in the video, but we're having some leaf shatter. It's leaf shatter is where the alfalfa gets too dry and then the leaves fall off of it, and it's not as bad as I've had in the past, but this hay is drying down so quick that it's more than I'd like to see. But sometimes there's just not much you can do about that. We had no dew this morning, so you know, sometimes when you rake when there's dew still on the grass or on the hay, that water will hold the leaves onto the plants or onto the stem, but that's not the case because we just don't have enough moisture. We really need rain bad. But anyway, there's still a lot of leaves left. It's not the worst leaf shatter I've ever seen, but it's, like I said, it's still more than I want to see. It's mostly on this. I probably could have raked this last night. I came out last night and it was still just a little wet, but it's mostly on this southern facing side, which makes sense because that's going to dry quicker than this over here up on top, and that stuff that faces the north, that's not shattering like this, but that stands to reason as that wouldn't dry as quick.
Bacon. So we can run over meat next. Right there. There we even see him. Turning around, come back. you think we do a lot of good stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, put them down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. I already told you that. And yeah, we're not gonna leave yet. There's a lot more to go. He already did that right there. That already needed to turning around. And he's in the lead. Make sure to like and subscribe if you heard me. Thanks.
We got done with that field. Now we're gonna go down and do this little patch here.
Wait, you did this?
There's man, this is dry, really dry. I bet you we've probably got somewhere around 20%. I'm guessing 20-25% leaf shatter. This should have been raked about 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, but obviously that's not an option for me. That's frustrating, really frustrating. It's just there's no moisture in the air at all to hold the leaves onto the plant. It's drying down too fast, but it is what it is. So I really try not to look at it too much. I mean, I try slowing down just a little bit, but even then you're not going to do much when it's dry like this and it's drying so fast. So I pretty much just don't look at it and just drive. Try not to look back too much, and then you get what you get because there's nothing you're going to do about it. Got done raking. Man, it's dry and the wind's starting to pick up, so we're gonna hook up to the baler and try and get this baled up as fast as we can before it dries out anymore. Still should be decent hay, but that's frustrating. All right, so we're hooking up to the old trusty 535 here. I got to pull this hitch off, and then I got to swap out the PTO and put the 1000 on there. Oh yeah, what'd you find?
A goose egg.
No, gobble gobble.
Turkey egg.
A turkey egg. You found a turkey egg out in the field.
Gobble gobble gobble.
Go give it to mom. Mom loves turkeys.
Bitch, actually does.
Yeah, maybe she'll cook it for you for supper.
No.
Or maybe we can hatch it and have a baby turkey. Go ask her. See if we can do that. She hates turkeys.
What's light?
You gotta incubate it.
That's what we need to do. Pick it. I mean, well, wait, this is shit.
This baler has a hydraulic pickup on it, but as you can see, I've only got one set of hoses hooked up because this one on this side's boogered up on the inside. It's been like that for, gosh, it's been like that for over a year. I just keep forgetting to mess with it. But I ordered a kit from John Deere, and I think they forgot to order it, but I found one online that's actually cheaper, so I'm okay that they forgot to order it. I just need to get that other one ordered so I can get it fixed. But anyway, this is a really good baler. I got a smoking deal on this thing, and I had to replace some parts on it, but it does a really good job. I really like it. We need a moment of silence for the beauty that is bestowed upon us. This is the monitor for the baler. These kind of work. These are your size indicators. And then I think it beeps at you to let you know that the net wrap did work. But that's it, none of this other stuff works. It pretty much fits everything that we do here on this farm. We're about one breakdown away from bankruptcy at all times. All right, so we got to adjust the bale size here, and then we're also going to adjust the net wrap just a little bit. In the last few years, I've always made bales about, this will make a 5x6, and I've always pushed, you know, 5.5 to 6 foot, probably about 5.5 is what I've made in the past. And this year I'm going to try and do about 4.5. I'm gonna go down quite a bit on the bale size. I got to adjust this knob right here. That's your bale size, and then this right here is your net wraps. So I got to adjust that down and play with that a little bit. All right, so it's the next day. We had a lot of problems with the hay baler. I jinxed myself by talking about the good deal I got on that baler and how well it worked for us, because it didn't work worth a crap. I couldn't get it wasn't making a very tight bale, but I think that's because it wasn't wrapping, and I still can't quite figure it out. The only thing I can think of is maybe the knife. There's a big knife that goes across for the net wrap on the back, and I don't think that's opening up enough because the net wrap keeps getting caught before it's feeding it down. When I run back by the baler, I'll show you, but I think that's the problem. I hope it's the problem. But you can see these bales, it just didn't do a very good job. All these bales, that one's terrible. That's the first one I kicked out, and then this one over here, I don't know if you can see that, but it only wrapped. Same thing, it wasn't wrapping the edges. It's like they were getting caught. And then there's one over there that's the same way, and then there's one there. They're all the same. They're all the same. It just didn't do a very good job. It took me, and there's what, I think 8 acres roughly is what I had here. And I started baling about, I want to say it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock yesterday, and I didn't get finished until it was like 5:30 last night. I was messing with it on 8 acres. That's ridiculous. And we only got 8 bales, which is terrible. We need rain bad. This is probably, as far as yield goes, the hay is actually really good. The hay is actually really good. We did have leaf shatter, like I said. You can see on the ground, there's alfalfa leaves all over the place. But there's still kept quite a few, probably 20%, 25% leaf loss is what I kind of figured, somewhere in there. But like I said, the hay is actually really good. But yield, this is, as far as yield goes, tonnage, this is probably the worst I've ever had in my life, as far as first cutting goes. Because we're talking, I mean, these are small bales. I was cutting them at 4.5 feet, I believe, is where I was wrapping them at. And I got 8 bales off of 8 acres, and this one bale's not even a full 4.5 feet. And so we're probably looking at somewhere around 900 to 1,000 pounds an acre, maybe, if that. That's frustrating. We need rain bad. This is it's getting rough around here. It makes me nervous, actually. We're going to be buying quite a bit of hay this year, I got a feeling. So anyway, that's kind of what happened there. The little bit of video that I did get, that was all. I wasn't even thinking about taking a video of any of this because I was having so many issues with the baler. But Anyway, sorry I didn't get more video of the baler running. We'll hopefully we'll get it fixed in the next round. I'll get a little bit more of that, but it was just, I was having a heck of a time and it was frustrating. So this is what I was talking about. This is on the back of the baler. This is the net wrap function, and down in here there's these cylinders, and these cylinders pull, they retract, and when they retract, this right here, there's a knife. I don't know if you guys can see that up in there, but this piece right here is a knife, and so this comes down, opens up, the net wrap feeds through, and then after the net wrap takes, and it gives you enough net wrap for the revolutions that you've got it set for, then this piece kicks back up, and as the net wrap comes across it, it scalps it, I guess you could say, until it cuts the net wrap. And then once it cuts the net wrap goes on. These up here, excuse me, these are the rubber rollers that the net wrap feeds between, and so these stop when this comes back up and puts tension on the net wrap. That way it has to go over the knife, and then that's how it cuts it. What I'm wondering is, that's where it's stopping right now, and from the looks of it, it looks like it's supposed to open up this far. That's what it looks like to me, because when I watch this, it only comes down this far, and if I remember right, and it looks like the net wrap's getting caught on this knife and it's not feeding all the way through. So that's what I'm thinking. So I don't know if anybody sees this that understands these 535 balers. Let me know what your thoughts are on this, because I have a feeling that's what it is, because there's this cylinder. I should say that there's two cylinders. This one extends and this one retracts, and that's what moves that. But I don't know. Anyway, I think that's my problem, is this isn't opening up far enough and the net wrap is catching on it, which is a real pain in the butt. But anyway, so that's going to be it for this video. Sorry I didn't get more of the baling action, but I'll try and do, if I can get that fixed, hopefully on the next round, get a little bit more video for you guys so you can see that. But again, like always, we really appreciate it if you're sticking around, still watching. We really appreciate that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification button. We got some more videos coming out. Really busy, a lot of stuff going on this time of year. So anyway, thanks again, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.